for this instance, we have Ryan and Josh and Kaleb, and they're going to take one masterminds themselves, and they're going to have the one course. So that's why I wanted these three on. So, Josh, you introduce yourself and a little bit about what you're going to share with the world.
Yeah, thank you, Sandy. I'm Josh Peterson. So I'm a marketing director for a startup, and I'm also a small business owner for a photo video business. So that's kind of like the topic I'm going to talk about. It's going to be how do you balance being in an executive role or even just a straining role, 9 to 5, or even more than that, and balancing it with your passion project or a business that, is something that you've always wanted to do or you're doing now, and but you just feel like overwhelmed and you feel there's so much going on, and like how do you form your mindset? How do you be efficient in your workflows to be able to save yourself time and create that time for you to, one, be able to have that business or be able to be in a high performing job. So that's basically what my topic's going to cover is kind of those two things, the efficiencies and the mindset that it takes to balance and high highly you know demanding job and your passion project, your business that you want to have on the side.
That's so true, Josh. Thank you for that because so many people, I cannot tell you how many people always have their job that they do, they love, but it's not their passion and it's always on the back burner. So
Right.
you're going to connect with a lot of people, I believe, because not everyone just jumps in. They always want to be able to balance both. And I think that's what's going to be so amazing for you to bring that to the table. All
Right.
right, Kaleb Duncan, go ahead, introduce yourself and your greatness.
Hello, my name is Kaleb Duncan. My business is Kaleb Duncan Photography. I'm a storyteller, photographer, and videographer here in town. I specialize in working with businesses and brands to help elevate their marketing online, giving them beautiful photos and videos they can use to showcase themselves and the wonderful work that they do to the world, and doing so strategically with photos that actually resonate with the people that you want to talk to, finding those trends that are happening with short form videos, putting together interviews of yourself and the clients that have wonderful things to say. Yeah, and then so that's what I've been doing for 8 years now with my business. Been full time with Kaleb Duncan Photography, doing primarily photo and video. It's gotten to about 50-50, is more workload right now. And then what I went to school for and what I'm excited to begin launching with, I've done with Sandy, a couple of Sandy's workshops, and with this is really harnessing the power of AI, to be able to get clarity, insight, structure around our ideas, that are going to help us grow in a variety of ways. So, helping I come up with what are some different ideas for an email campaign and a weekly email that's valuable we can send to people. How could, let's use this to come up with powerful words for the subject line, for themes for what you're going to be talking about, what content of yours that you've already delivered on can you use in some of these, email campaigns, social media posts, blog posts online, to get more touch points out there, more places where your clients can view exactly what you're doing or can get an idea of what it's like working with you. And eventually through that, incorporating that, getting it out in a variety of ways on social media, on your website and stuff to create that sales funnel so that people that are eager to work with you, they hear about you, and then getting them all the way through the funnel till they're excited to give you their money so that you can work with them and help deliver on what you promised them. So yeah, all different strategy, clarity on that. I use a lot of story brand framework.
Yeah.
I teach different workshops on story brand and creative storytelling. And for Sandy's here, I'm mixing and weaving some of the best that I've learned with studying for different workshops that I've done and doing it with kids and adults, and how the power of storytelling is central to all of that and central to your brand and why people are going to resonate with you. So let's find clarity on all of that and how you can very literally. I'm going to read real quick before I shut up, the different description that ChatGPT was able to help make for me. And this was me riffing into my phone, which highly recommend after this phone call. What's a easy to-do list? Riff on everything that you enjoy doing, what you do within your business. I solve this problem. What are other problems that I solve? For Sandy, I'm a powerful motivational speaker and community builder. And I started a group called Women with Voices, and we do monthly events where we bring together women to share their stories. And I'm launching a Power Up Mastermind group and want to help empower and educate other people within this space. Riff for a few minutes, and then, hey, ChatGPT, give me some clarity around what it is that I do best. Create a story brand framework for me. Come up with a or a 90-day social media marketing plan for me, and detail all these different things.
Yeah.
And then, what are other questions I can ask you to better understand my brand? It's going to list out a bunch, and you're going to be like, "Wow, this is crazy." So I want to help do that to give you a little taste of a little piece of what I've done here. Riffing into that for a few minutes, and it gave me this. Kaleb Duncan is a vibrant storyteller, photographer, and videographer with a gift for capturing the candid, emotional, and authentic moments that define people, brands, and communities. The founder of Kaleb Duncan Photography, he's worked with major names like the NCAA and LinkedIn, and collaborated with over 100 couples to create timeless wedding memories. Kaleb also partners with nonprofits and businesses to amplify their missions with a meaningful impact. Kaleb's passion extends beyond the lens of it as a teacher and community builder. Through workshops and mastermind groups, he empowers others to harness the power of authenticity and visual storytelling to grow their businesses, solve problems creatively, and foster meaningful connections. It goes a little bit further, but I won't bore you. But doing just by talking about the stuff that you do, and doing that, it can be a very incredible way to gain clarity and a little bit of like weight off the shoulders with here's how you can partner using just online to help you. So that's my time. I'm excited to bring that and more to Sandy's mastermind group.
And I think too with all three of them, we're also going to learn about the power of video and photography and speaker reels and media kits, right? We need it for our businesses. We need it for the social media. And that's what's so nice about all three of these gentlemen. Like they are so successful with all of that. Ryan Price. Hello, sir.
Hey, how are y'all doing? Hi. Okay, my name is Ryan Price. I've spent the last 3 years throwing 1,000 different things at the wall and figuring out what sticks. I've designed a program that is helping you avoid doing that. Luckily, after throwing 1,000, I have about 3 things that I know whatever you're doing, whether you're looking to outsource your content creation or create it yourself, these are the things that will carry you to the destination you desire, right? So first, going back to the very beginning of making videos and their intent, it's the psychology of influence. There are a lot of people online that will tell you that it's this thing or that thing, but it's actually a mix. And that mix is not too far off from how you would influence someone in real life. I think nowadays we look at a screen and assume that there's no human there. But what's inside of the screen? It's you. Maybe it's your business. And what I want to do is help you wield that influence so all of the hard work that you've done, everything that you put into your business gets seen, but not just seen, seen by the right people, which is carrying me to the next spot, which is finding your place. And finding your place is absolutely essential. As a creator, over the last couple of years, I've tried numerous amounts of videos. Most didn't do that good. We had some good series, but once I stuck to the ones that I knew were aligned with the people I was trying to attract, that's when we took off. For example, Walmart sells products and they don't really mind who comes in and buys their products. They're priced at a specific rate. Say if you're doing a product, then you know it's not that important who, just the people that need them come and get them. If you're putting out a high tier service, there is a specific type of person that has to be in the right spot of their life, financially, mindset wise, that will apply for what you're offering. That helps you save a lot of work. Finally, we'll move on to one of arguably the most successful tactics that have come out in the last, I would say, 2 to 3 years, and that is social hacking. Nowadays, there are so many things going on, passing by. I always say it like this. When I put out short form videos, people will say, that's great. And I'm like, it was until they swipe to the next video. And that moment right there, that's all that you have to make an impact on them. And hopefully they'll invest in you and go to the next level. Now, like I said, with so many things moving around, those are actually vehicles, whether they're trending topics, viral moments. There is something that is in the subconscious of everyone around. They've all seen it. And now that is an opportunity for you to attach your message, paint the picture in your light, and attach them to what you have. And then finally, after the three-part system that is arguably what I would say is on the cutting edge. And if I think I've seen a lot of people do one or two of these things, but never put them together in a system and completely rinse and repeat until they reach their destination. There'll be a couple other things such as inside tips, which I cannot stress this enough. If I could have paid the price that Sandy asked for to hear these things, I would have, and I would have done it 10 times over because it took me 3 years to even be able to tell you what I'm bound to tell you guys. And then on top of that, we'll move to personal branding because now my full-time job is a influencer for myself. However, I do also consult businesses. And the funny thing is, people look at business a certain way and they look at influencers a certain way, but they are both very similar in the way they reach the people that they desire to help. And then finally, we'll go through a mind mastery course. Now, I know every course has a bit of mind mastery, and I think a lot of people tend to see it and they go, oh, this isn't what I paid for. But here's the truth. None of this that I said before matters if we can't get your mind into a place that is ready to digest and enter the space where you can get these things done. If anything, it is actually the most important. But I think you've already got it down because if you're here and you've made the investment on yourself to take it to the next level, you're already 3/4 of the way there. I'm just there to push you over the finish line. And with all those things combined, hopefully, actually, it's darn near guaranteed that you're going to reach the people you need in the effective way, and you're going to spread your message, grow your business, and take over that marketplace, baby. Let's go. I'm excited to see you there.
And that's why I like
Yeah.
these young gentlemen. Everyone's like, why'd you bring in dudes in? You know why? Because they're good at what they're doing. They are the rock stars of Omaha. And I'm a firm believer you give the sunshine where the sunshine needs to go. And they are the sunshine of the social media world right now. And that is what we live in. I have 2 decades of advertising, old school, TV, print, radio. It's similar, but different. But the whole concept behind that is you have to find the right people, target them, have the right message, and then you have to be authentically you and catch yourself and what's going to draw people towards you, because you're not for everyone, but we're going to make you stand out in who you want to connect with through this Masterminds class. And I don't know if Skelly, is Natalie on or not? I can't see all the people.
No, she's not.
She's not. Okay. She wasn't sure. She was going to try to make it. So every month we're going to have example amazing people like this. And it's going to be from 11 till 1:30, and that's going to include lunch. And it's going to be at the beautiful Zinnia. They have a brand new conference room. And they're going to they're going to share their workshops with our, it's going to be an exclusive group. I really want the ones that are serious about taking things to the next level to be a part of this group. But then you get that information, and then you're going to go and you're going to think about it, and you're going to put it into action. And then we're going to come back together. And depending on the coach, they will either come back and spend time with you, or I will be there and we'll go through all of the information you just received. Because there's one thing I've learned in a lot of TV advertising is production days. And what that is that we would sell the advertising, we would get the clients, we would write the scripts, produce the article, but until we all got together in that production meeting and we all put our heads together, that's when the magic happens. And so what's so magical about having the right connections with the right people around you, that collaboration and your light bulb is going to go off. And that's what I want to share with everyone, is like getting the right people in that circle so that light bulb goes off and you can take it to the next does anyone have any questions so far?
Yeah.
What was that, Skelly?
Katie is raising her hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She have a question.
Sure.
Okay. There she goes.
Actually, I've just been here in the background, but I wanted to come out of the shadows that I'm here and listening and watching, and I know like
Yay.
half the panelists already. So hi guys.
Hi.
Sorry
Good
to
to
make
see
this dramatic entrance.
I
I
love
didn't
it.
join as a panelist earlier, and then the option went away, and then I'm like, but oh my God, how do I get in? How do I get a seat at the table?
I
Oh, heck
love
yeah.
that you're at the table. I love that energy because
So,
this is
and
what
I'm
I tell people. This
Mhm.
whole Masterminds network is going to be at the right table with the right people,
Yeah,
right?
right.
It's like being at the right table with the right attitude and then giving all the information you're going to give and then grow because you can give everything handed to you. But if you don't have the right mindset and the right people and support each other, you kind of just have a dead end, right? So many people have their passion on the back burner. They want to write that book. They want to do that speech. They want to do that keynote. But unless you have the right people around you to support you and cheer you on and give you their knowledge, it kind of just stays stagnant, right? So really this Masterminds program, it's for women. I know we have dudes in it, but I like the dudes. They're amazing.
I do
Because
too.
that's, so many women, that's my core. And I'm not saying this won't happen for men down the road, but right now for the first one, it's going to be the first leadership class that we're going to have. And then you have 11 months of different speakers, right? Of different powerhouse people in Omaha that sometimes you wouldn't even get a chance to even be at the same table with them, right? But we're bringing them all together so we can learn and take what they teach us and put it into action. Because what matters is that you have the right people, the right attitude, and you have the right tools to take you to the next level. And what is nice too is that we're going to have, our online circle app. It's like a Slack. It's like any of them out there. I just chose that one. But what's nice is that I want to help each and every one of you, right? That's what I want to do. One-on-one time with you, figure out what your dreams are. What do you want to do? Let's achieve it and let's dream it and do it, right? Kaleb.
Yeah, just quick thing. Wanted to say hey, Kathy, and hey, Shannon. Good to see you guys on here, and Katie, and Rosa. Glad that you guys are a part of it this here. And Amy, I haven't got to meet you yet, but
We'll fix that.
you joined us here today. I've got a question for anybody that would like to answer from a perspective of going to be in the workshop or considering being in the mastermind group. What is most important for you as things that you'd like to learn, ways that you can grow your business in the most effective way? Maybe it's a bottleneck right now. Maybe it's not feeling confident and having a strategy for creating social media content. Maybe it's not having understanding around like your packages and pricing, and then, from there, how do you get in front of the right people? But I just wanted to open it up to you guys that are going to be a part of the group here, or at least considering what would you guys enjoy, what would you ladies enjoy learning the most from the group in general and or from Josh, Ryan, and I? Yeah,
Great
go ahead,
question.
Kathy.
Wait, who's going first?
You are, Kathy.
Okay, well, I am going to then. Caleb and I met last year was it a February or a March?
March.
Yes. And so since then through Manifest Omaha, I've just been like going through a lot of challenges and like overcoming them. And I just have this really big fear of taking up space, which is why I had to like come back out from like creeping out of the Zoom dark shadows and be here. And I really want to do some like gravitate my work towards content creation. And I feel like growing up, my family didn't they called me cringe a lot. However, I feel like I'm actually a very funny, cool person, and I
I
really
think
want
you're
to
cool.
like share that space.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah,
cool. I
I
think,
think
and
you're
thank you.
awesome too.
you are coming out of the shadow because you just did. And that's what you need. You need positive people around you because you have energy and spunk. I can tell
I
that right
do.
now.
And
Yes,
I'm
there's nothing
unmasking in
quiet
front of you
about you.
guys. I'm
And
in my
that,
oversized Costco hoodie, but like still dressed up for the meeting.
I
I'm
love it. No,
unmasking. I'm trying to be real and me and authentic.
yes. And that's what I
I just
love. And
took mine off.
yeah, I say it every
And it's
day. I
cold out.
say the best thing you can sell is yourself, right? It's work to be
This
someone
is me,
else.
you guys.
Yes, I love it.
I
And
gator.
that's what's so great when you have a community, right? For 3 years, I've been the founder of One with Voices. I built communities every city I've lived in, but it's building that community that you're there for each other and you support each other, right? And then you use each other's knowledge. And that community is so important. I've seen Women with Voices continue after 3 years, which we're having our big summit this Sunday with 300 women coming together, is that it's the community of support. That's what you need. And you need someone to believe in you. And if that's one thing I can do for each and every one of you is I see things in everyone that I meet and I see things in you that you don't see. And that's my God's gift. But then we figure out, what do you want to do, ladies? What do you want to do? Let's create it. Let's make it. Let's get the right people in to do it. And then we do it. And we meet every month. And so we're building that community like I built for Women with Voices, but it's more of a professional step up, right? Like Women with Voices, it's so great. It's like, it's my heart. But I see and have watched for the last 3 years how women they want to do more professional things. They want to take stages. They want to start their business. They want to do that industry. They want to. And this is what I want. I want to do it with you and bring these amazing people in with you. Any other questions?
Sandy, would you mind if I said something to Kathy really quick?
I would love everyone to open up and talk.
All right. I just want to say thank you for sharing that. I come from a similar space. I wanted to say that you have something, because we've met in real life. We know each other. You have, and I've noticed this since the first time I met you, you have a specific energy and potential that, when found with the right people, will be so potent and so effective. I know you mentioned that on your upbringing, people will call you cringe. And I always equate that back to, if you've maybe seen somebody say or seen a video of, okay, if you try to hand a bottle of water to someone in the supermarket when there's so much water around, they'll just walk right past it. But if you walk into the desert and you're holding a bottle of water, people cannot get enough of you. And that's the same thing with the energy that you provide. You might not have just been around enough people that need that water you got, that energy you got, that potential you got bad enough. And part of my course is finding your place, not trying to sound silly, but trying to sound
Oh
serious.
my
And the
gosh.
fact that it's finding your authenticity. So
I was thinking what you were thinking earlier too when I was debating on going to this Zoom. So yeah, I'm excited to be here and like get uncomfortable, challenge myself, have some fun.
yes, because think about it, there's so many people in the world, and it would be such an untrue thing to say that there aren't at least 1 million, 2 million, 3. The sky's the limit. I mean, 10 million people out there that need exactly what you got. And I think most people in life haven't been praised enough for their individuality and how specifically, desirable their energy is. And that just comes from the fact that people are not often placed around people that can notice it, or maybe they get used to it. But there are a bunch of people that are going to see you for the first time, and they are going to gravitate towards you
Yeah.
like a super magnet.
And it's like so scary, but I want to be uncomfortable.
They say,
So
yes. They say the scariest thing is before you do something dangerous, is like the scary feeling is also excitement, because it's exciting. And you don't want to live your life with regret. I wish if I could have, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have done that. I'm 57, and at 50, I'm like, I'm doing everything. And that's what I bring to the table for all you amazing women, is that we're going to do what you want to do. There's a way. There's a strategic way. We got the right professionals with you. Like, we're going to start out with Megan Hale, and she's going to do the business plan. It's not my personality. That's why I have Megan, right? But she comes in and she teaches you, where do you want to make my good, better, best offer? And she's going to have 2 classes. She's going to kick it off with what you want to do. What money do you want to make? What do we have to do? And what offer do we have to do to get there? And we're going to have everything from the beginning of a business to branding to marketing. We have Heather Vogeley Law that's going to come and talk about resumes, contracts, legal things that you would never think of. Do I need an LLC? Do I need a sole proprietor? Like, things that you think, oh, I need that. I didn't know that. So it's like we have you covered from A to Z. And that's what I love. It's a mixture of amazing people that's going to cover you from A to Z. And if you're not, after this year, like flipping killing it, well, then take it for free the next year, because I don't see you not killing it once we get the right people in the right circle. Any other questions? Yes, Katie.
thanks, Ryan.
Of course.
Leave it to me to go in and mess it up on the first second in. Oh my gosh, you
You're
guys.
fine, Kate.
Hi, love. Caleb. How's it going?
Good to see you.
Shannon.
Good.
Hi. And my love, Rosa. Congratulations to you, darling. On your great honor. I'm listening to all of you, and the thing that I can honestly say is what I can best compare it to. All right. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
you
no.
got muted.
Muted yourself.
Still
There you
we
go. There you go, Kate.
See what I mean?
You're
See
fine,
what
girl.
I mean? Okay, did you guys hear that there's a quote that Neil deGrasse Tyson made when he was in an interview several years ago? He says, I can do something. If I can do it better than others, and it is for the greater good in society, then I would be irresponsible to not.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's right on, Katie.
That is what I see in all of you. And Kathy, you as well. You are a firecracker, and I can only imagine the two of us getting into serious shenanigans, possibly having to go to the clink. You know,
That's why we love you, Katie. Katie, that's
I'm
going to go
trying.
write a book.
My hand detections used to be a lot quicker, but I'm trying to do the heart reactions.
I saw it. That's so
I
sweet. Thank you,
saw
Katie.
you got it a couple times. It connected. I read it. I'm picking up what you're laying down, big dog.
Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you,
Yay.
Katie. That was beautiful. Katie took take the stage workshop, and there's one thing I want to bring to the table is I want every woman to have their voice in public speaking. And that's one thing you will learn by the end of this 11 months. You're going to learn to public speak, how to take stages, how to write books, to take your job, your business, your professional or personal life to the world. That is my goal. And it is so possible. And we're just going to get you. It's like a big circle of everything you need. It's like those cubic balls or cubic cubes over there in the 80s. We had them, Amy. What were they? You had to go, and you had to turn around till you finally got it all to match. And when it was matched, it was magic. And that's what you need. You need the right people with the right attitudes, with the right tools for you to no matter what you want to do to put it together and make it beautiful, a beautiful cube. What did they call that cube, Amy?
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Couple
That's
quick
what I
things.
love to see. Yes.
Rosa's got her hand up and Natalie's in, and I think she's
Okay.
ready to chat.
Natalie. Okay, Rosa, you go, and then we'll have Natalie speak.
All right. So, hi, everybody. I do feel like I know a good part of you, maybe not some of the coaches, but so Caleb's question. I'm a word person, so one word can encompass so much. And my word this year is success. And that's why I'm here for 2025 being that year. Josh, the word that stuck to me was efficiency. When you mentioned that hooked me, anchored me. Caleb, clarity. Ryan, influence. And then Sandy always goes back to community. So when I think of in one word, my takeaway from today, I literally want all of that in that beautiful package that you guys are putting in 11 months, wrap it in a little bow, and then, end 2025 with that success. I do want to share my motto is being, I teach what I want to learn is big thing because that's one of the things I do. Anything that I literally want to do, I learn it first, then I teach it, I share it, and I feel like that's what you guys are doing. And that's why it becomes important for us to being able to access that immediately in our community and have that as that springboard to go. So
I love that, Rosa. I can't wait to see all that success with you because you're boiling, right? I see you boiling, and you're going to boil over this year.
She's like going to the moon.
Yeah, you have gotten rid of a lot of stuff that has held you back, and no one's going to hold you back anymore, Rosa.
No.
I see it. I love it. Thank you for that. I do want to share Miss Natalie Micale is in the house. She's one of our women mastermind courses. She actually is Oh Hello ad agency that rebranded all of Women with Voices logos. It's It's so cool. So, right, you also need, once you have a product, you need to market it, you need to merchandise it, you need a website. So we have all this covered. So Natalie, if you can pop on, if you want to, and share a little bit about your masterminds.
Yes, I would love to share about my mastermind. Hi guys, it's so nice to meet you. I'm off camera tonight for a variety of reasons. I had to drive back from a meeting in Lincoln, but I wanted to join and just introduce myself. A little background on me. I recently sold my agency. I'm actually announcing that in the next 2 weeks. And I'm staying on as the head of business development and growth. So I understand how hard it is to be an entrepreneur. I understand how hard it is to get up every day to try and make the bread and get it out of the oven and then slice it up and serve it to other people. And I love choosing a word of the year. My word of the year is focus, because one of the reasons that I wanted to kind of build an exit plan for myself was so that I could step into a role where I still got to work with amazing people, still got to mentor other entrepreneurs, support women, but also focus on having a family and getting married. So I've been through all phases of entrepreneurship. My future husband, my fiance, is an entrepreneur. He owns a family business. So I live and breathe it every day. And one of the things that I'll be kind of working on in this mastermind is helping you understand how to brand not just yourself, but your business, and what those elements of a brand really are, and what those core elements of a brand, what they can do to create a flywheel effect on your business so you don't have to work so hard to close people. Because whether you're selling a product or a service, ultimately you're selling a brand, you're selling a lifestyle, you're selling an idea, a set of core beliefs and values about what it is that the world looks like. And when I say a core belief and set of values of what it is the world looks like, I mean, you're selling a perspective. And people align themselves now with brands that have strong values. And that's not regardless of what side you're on. People want to support brands that have strong values, a strong culture, strong ethos, a mission, and are purpose driven. So I help a lot of businesses, and that's how I built Oh Hello, create that, and then go on to build their companies around that. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I've exited my first business, which is exciting. And I'll stay on for another couple of years to continue growing Oh Hello, but I'm a born entrepreneur. And of course, I've got a lot of experience in terms of, wanting to build your first idea. I'm going to be on my second or third the next couple of years. So I'm always keen to hear people's ideas and what they think can work and what they think could potentially turn into a company. So yeah, I think I got a little rambly at the end there, but
I like it.
Me.
Natalie's going to be great. I mean, she has been in the street. She's done the work. She has a lot of PR too, which I love. I think PR is part of it. Once you get your business, going, the website's done, the branding, everything. Now you got to go hit the streets. You got to PR. You got to keep up with the social media. You got to, have your merch. Like all of it is something that's a magical, once again, that Rubik's Cube, putting it all together. And Natalie has such different eyes, right? We bring different eyes so we can all put our different visions and what we feel, and you can choose and pick, right? But we're going to give you enough information to pick. And that's what I like of the different types of personalities that we're bringing onto the table. Shannon, hello. Lakisa, hello. Jazzy's here. Any other questions? Because this is just like a little snippet. Now, if you've taken my Take the Stage class, what that is a snippet, is a little snippet of the big show, right? It's a little snippet of what's to come. But does anyone have any other questions?
We do have one question in the Q&A box. It's actually from Shannon. She's asking, can you please say the day it will be on again?
The dates that it starts? Is that what you said? Yeah. So we start February 5th. It's a Wednesday. So we're going to have February 5th from 11 to 1. And then we're going to have it's always like the first and last Wednesday of the month.
Okay. So meeting twice a month.
Yes. So the first one is Wednesday, February 5th, and then the 26th. And that would be Megan Hale. Megan Hale is going to have February and March. And then we have Taylor Johnson with WWT. She's an anchor. She's going to do April, and she's going to talk about interviews, right? There's a magic to interviews. How do I stand in a Zoom? How do I present myself? How do you get on those TV shows, right? We have so much PR people too, which is so amazing to get on those talk shows, to get on different magazines, things like that. Once you get your brand ready to burst, like there's so much magic behind the scenes for that too. But we're going to meet twice a month. They're going to be recorded in case you miss one, and they're going to have replays in the Circle app. And then we're going to have surprise guests too throughout the 11 months that I want to showcase some women in there. But what also is nice is at the end, because this is the first leadership, just like this Take the Stage has Take the Stage class 1, class 2. This is the first leadership power up class, and it's going to continue. So once you're a part of the network, you don't go bye-bye. We're going to have quarterly happy hours. If that's one thing, if any of you have gone to a lot of conferences in your life, you know where the magic begins? At the happy hour at the bar in the hotel. That's when the magic happens. So we're going to have quarterly happy hours at really cool places in Omaha, because I might know some cool cats, right? Some new spots. And then once you're a part of this leadership class 1, you're a part of it forever. You can pop in anytime for the upcoming ones, years to come. You can always join the happy hours. But what's nice, which I love to do, I'm a firm believer in it, is that we have a celebration. You'll get a badge to put on all your social media platforms that you completed this leadership course. And then you know what we do? Anyone guess? We have a photo branding shoot. That's what we do, people. We do it because nothing's better to showcase your business and with pictures and videos. And if you don't want to be out there in the community, watch out. I do take a lot of pictures. So some days you're not feeling good. It's okay. Just sit in the corner. But if you're a part of my team and my circle, you're going to be seen, heard, and remembered, because that's what I do. Yes.
So
and I do get
Sandy,
a little excited. I do get a little excited.
You do? I would have never guessed.
I know.
So you said it's the first and last Wednesday of every month between
Yes.
February and November.
Yes. And then
Okay,
December's the
perfect.
party. And
Okay.
then also, I know Shannon Bingham is the only one that she has to do Mondays. But besides that, all the coaches. And if you go to the website, we have all the months, what the coaches are going to do per month already scheduled. And yeah, I'm only going to take, like, it's going to be a small group. I'm not sure what the cutoff is going to be, but it's not going to be more than 30. I really want a small group. I believe the closest, the smaller group we get, the easier people open, right? So if you're really thinking about it, I would love to have you. I have so much to share with the world with these great connections. And I just want to explode all of you. I want to explode my coaches. I want to explode you women. And I want everyone to be so successful that they're just like, as this theme for the summit, unstoppable. That's what I love. Yes. Any other questions before we go off?
I don't have a question, but I have a quick little thing, a little
Okay, do it.
teaser, like you're talking about for what we're going to go through in my course. If you are down for this, write this down or type it out. Story brand script, a 90-day social media marketing plan, content calendar template with a whole month with let's say 30 photo ideas or 30 post ideas and 30 reel ideas, REEL, like video reel. Ways to optimize my current business, and a brand voice and company mission document.
Yeah, nice.
And write those things down. And even just right after this call, I encourage you, try this out and see how powerful this stuff is. If you have a website, take the website of your current business and copy and paste that. Go to ChatGPT. There's a free version. There's a $20 a month paid version. I recommend the $20 a month, but you can do a lot with the free version too. Or try it out. There's a trial period. And what you're going to do is I want you to riff like guitar riff, just talk into the microphone, just kind of word vomit.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk about who you are, what it is that you do, whatever your business is, the services that you provide. Talk about the problem that you solve for your clients. Talk about who's your favorite client, and go into detail. And you can take pauses. You can take a 30-second pause, and then you can be like, you know what? And include my favorite people to work with are around the age of like 40 to 50, and they have extra money to spend, and they're fun and spontaneous, and this. And riff as much as you want into that. And I want you to, for as long as you'd like, just talk about your life, talk about your business. And then what you're going to ask is all those things that I had you write down. I want you to tell it to create a story brand script, create a 90-day social media marketing plan, hone in on all of my ideas in my business and my website. I want you to look through my whole website. I want you to hone in on what is my brand mission and come up with 3 brand missions for me. Come up with my exact target audience and everything else that I listed on there, ways that I can optimize my business, ways that I can outsource to, somebody in the Philippines, like I know many people that do, anywhere in different parts of the world, you can pay a really good rate to them by having, which to us is $4 to $10. And oftentimes, and they'll do a phenomenal work for you. I know Sandy's got some help in that way, and
I get great help. She's worth more than that.
Yeah,
Skelly is a rock star. I'm not giving her up for any of you.
And you can
maybe I will.
There's ways
I mean, I'll share her. That's what I meant. She's on here right now. You just don't see her. She's a rock star.
Yeah, and just having different ways that you can outsource work locally and abroad. But anyways, I just wanted to put that in there as a little teaser of something that's really fun to do. Really fun because like learning about yourself and way more stuff about your business that to have a professional do that for you and for each one of those, thousands and thousands of dollars. And you can have all the best minds on the internet create that for you instantly. And it's blows my mind for sure. And a lot of people that I've worked with. So it's a fun.
And that's one thing I've learned, Kaleb, when you did my Take the Stage workshop and you helped the gals in that, is that we all do it, but we don't know how to do it right. And I really think you trained this Take the Stage gals when we had our workshop, really how to do it right. And there's still so much more to learn. That's what I love to do.
Awesome. I love that. I appreciate you saying that. In that time too, say, I want to teach you about my business and ways to grow it. What's the best way for me to do that for you? And tell ChatGPT that. Type it. I'm putting on my phone because I like to talk into it. It's way faster. But what is the best way for you to understand my business and how I can grow? My revenue was this much this year. I want to 3x my revenue. What are the ways in which I can do that? What information do you need from me?
I love it. We're going to have so much fun at that workshop. Yes. And what's great too, is that I want you to get to know each of these coaches, right? And work with them if you want to work with them down the road too more. I'm just giving you just a slice of the greatness, but they all have so much to share, right? But what's great with this program is that you're going to get enough to change your destiny of your career. And if you want more, you can work one-to-one with them too. But it's enough to get you there, motivated with the right people, helping you with the right attitudes and the right tools. And that's what it is. And it's a community. I'm building a leadership community, and we're going to take communities one by one. Yes. So any other questions? If not, I know I appreciate you jumping on. I'm going to have a recording. We're going to shed that recording out there too. We'll have another one not after the summit, next week sometime with other coaches too. I really want to share the coaches. My suggestion is that if you want on, just make sure that you save your spot early and just check the website for what the coaches, each one of them. There's a lot of wonder rock stars on there. And it's just a great community, and we're going to build a strong community of leaders. I love it. So that's all we have. Any other questions? I'm so glad to see so many familiar faces. And I'm sure I'm going to see some of you at the summit. It's going to be amazing. We're close to 300 people. I'm so excited, but I appreciate all of you. I just want all of you to be so successful and joyful and just love what you do and love yourselves and love others. That's how this world goes. So that's it. Thank you, everyone. And let's go make it happen.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye, Amy. Bye, guys.
Bye, you guys.
I'll see you Sunday.
Bye, Katie.